Welcome to NM with NN, the podcast where we will explore some of the changes that are shaping our city. Who knows what lies ahead of us? So today I will welcome two honorable guests. First, Thu Thảo from the Department of Transportation, and then Cao Khan from the Urban Housing Authority. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Glad to be part of this conversation. Thanks for having me.
So let's not waste any of our precious minutes. Let the podcast commence. So first, let's talk about transportation. Thu Thảo, I've heard on recent news that our cities are enduring negative changes due to industrialism, so many factors. So can you tell me what are the main issues that are occurring in our city?
One of the biggest problems is outdated infrastructure. Our roads and public transit system were designed decades ago. It simply cannot handle the population growth. Congestion is always high, and especially during rush hours, drivers are spending more than an hour each day on the roads. It's affecting to productivity, mental health, and even air quality.
Wow, that sounds like a serious challenge. Poor infrastructure is a major detrimental challenge. For example, we can look at the central districts like Nguyễn Tất Thành Street or Nguyễn Hữu Thọ Street. We can see commuters struggling to move forward. That's pitiful. So, what steps are being taken to solve these problems?
We are launching a multi-phase plan. First, we are introducing a bus station to be eco-friendly and adding more routes to connect with underserved areas. Second, we are introducing a smart traffic light system that responds to real-time traffic flow. And we are also investing in infrastructure for cycling and walking, create more bike lanes, pedestrian parks, and green corridors.
Well, retrofitting infrastructure is a key solution, right? That sounds very promising. So, how about the community response? Can you tell me?
Mixed. To be honest, some residents are concerned about construction delays and noise during rush hour. But once they can see the long-term benefits, we hope support will grow. And we also investing and conducting meetings and survey online to keep citizens involved.
Wow, communication is key. We couldn't have developed our city to this point if there hadn't been community support. Now, shall we switch our side a bit? Cao Khan, let's discuss housing. What are the main concerns in these areas?
Well, I would say housing affordability is our biggest concern. As more people move into the city, the demand has increased, which leads to the rent price inflate drastically. As many families, especially low-income families, are being relocated out of the city and being forced to live in a remote or suburban area where the services might be constrained. We are also receive complaints from residents about old buildings don't often meet us living standards.
Well, poor infrastructure and a shortage of accommodation. That sounds serious for our citizens. Yeah, so what are the authorities like you are doing to alleviate these issues?
Well, we are focusing on three major strategies. First, we are building more affordable housing units, especially near transit hubs, so people can commute easily. And secondly, we are offering incentives to investor businesses to be housing unique affordability to their projects. And finally, we are trying to renovating our public housing buildings to ensure that they meet the modern living standards. Additionally, we are trying to improve the quality of life of residents by adding more green spaces, so it won't be like a concrete jungle.
Well, these incentives will absolutely stimulate developers to work harder as well as encourage citizens to lead a healthier and more enjoyable lifestyle. Well, and how about the community reaction? Are they opposed these changes, or are they for these changes?
Well, most excited about that, especially about the new facilities. However, there's still a controversy about overcrowding and the loss of community identity, especially with the people who have conventional insights. That might be difficult for them to adapt to change. So for the solutions, we are trying to negotiate with the local groups to add the cultural elements to the design of the new buildings and add more green spaces.
Yeah, I love that idea. When planning urbanization, we should put our hearts into it. As far as I'm concerned, the Sunrise district in this area, the redevelopment project is a great example in which we transform an undeveloped and impoverished area into a vibrant and inclusive neighborhood with parks, green spaces, schools, everything available for people living there. All has been done thanks to our relentless efforts. Amazing. Before we end, any advice for citizens who want to make changes to shape our city? Okay, Thu Thảo.
Use your voice, attend public meetings, and submit feedback online or even volunteer for pilot programs. We are building this city for you, and your input matters.
How about Cao Khan?
Well, I would say that don't wait for the change to happen and be part of it, even if it's just like a reporting of a pothole or suggesting about bus routes or joining a local committee. Every action counts.
Well, these advice, they are amazing. Wise words. Yeah, thank you both for your advice and your presence today, Thu Thảo and Cao Han, for this insightful conversation. And most importantly, thank you listeners for tuning into MM with NN. Let's continue working together to make our city a better place for everyone. Until next time, when you hear my voice, stay informed, stay involved, and stay hopeful. Let's kickstart to a wonderful weekend. Say goodbye to our listeners.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Tôi muốn cưng cẳng.